Hello and welcome back to our well model. We're going to be adding a few little more details. So first of all, I'm going to select the whole thing. So first of all, I'm going to select the entire thing, then go to Edit, Delete All Type by Type, History. This will remove any additional details that are not needed and keep our layer clean. I'm also going to modify freeze transformations. This will set everything back to default, so if I move the models out of place, I can just reset them by setting the translate to 0. What we're going to do now, we're going to create the center section of the well, the little pipe there. So go to Create, Polyprimitive Cylinder, and then move the cylinder into position. Remember to keep the rotations nice and steady by changing the rotate Z to 90 degrees. Then in the inputs, I don't want the subdivision caps. I'm going to turn that to 0, and that will clear all the edges on the sides. In the scale tool, I'm just going to scale it in by X and Z. And trying to keep it so that it's about a little bit smaller than the pillars. Then just scaling it so it's a lot wider. Then moving into position so that it's at the top height. Now we're going to add that little detail with that crease in the center as though the pipe is bowing. So go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool. With the Insert Edge Loop tool selected, go to Tool Settings and change the Multiply Edge Loops to 2 and just simply click anywhere on the pipe. This will create 2 equal loops on either side, which I'm going to scale in so they match the guide. Now I'm going to select the faces by going into Modeling Toolkit, selecting the faces. We're going to only select the center ones, then hitting that extrude button and just pulling out just a little bit. Then increasing the selection by 1, which will select the size I've now created. I'm just going to pull it down. And just making a few adjustments. And there we go, we have our center pipe that's bowing a little bit due to the weight of the well being used quite frequently. Now we're going to create the handle, which is going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be a simple cube and a little cylinder. So go to Create, Polygon Primitives Cube. And simply select it and just move it into position. And this one's going to be nice, simple scaling in and increasing the height. Might make it a little bit thinner. Now this isn't covered by the guide, so you just go on what looks right to you. There's one little tweak there. Next what we're going to do, we're going to create the handle, so go to Create, Polygon Primitives, Cylinder. And simply move it into position. And remember rotating it on the channel box, going 90 degrees. And we're going to go to the inputs, and just like before, we're going to turn the subdivision cap to 0. And now just simply scale the entire thing in. Now you've got that selected, we can go to the molding toolkit to select the side face, and this time I'm going to extrude using the move tool. So holding shift, I can just pull the side and then just move into position and scale that face in. And there we go, we've created a simple handle for our well. Next we're going to create the planks of wood that sit on top of it. This is going to be using some simple polyprimitive cubes. And these ones are really simple and straightforward, just fit them down and make them a lot longer. This will require a lot of tweaking trying to following the guides as close as you can so that it covers the length of the well. This process I'm going to speed up quite a bit because it involves a lot of pulling, tweaking, rotating and all that fun stuff. Now you may have to accept that it's not going to be 100% perfect, but the main idea is that it looks like two pieces of wood on top of a well, and if it looks like that, then you've achieved the desired look. You may have to accept that a little bit of the edge when you rotate it goes inside the plank of wood on the bottom, but that'll be fine. Now remembering to select everything and go to Edit, Delete All by History. Then we're going to modify and freeze the transformations so that everything on default sets to 0, with the exception of 1 on the scale. And we're also going to go around and rename the different parts of the well. This will be really handy later on when we're adding textures to things. Now I do tend to, so this one, roof beam underscore L for left, and you may have guessed it for the other side, roof beam underscore R. I'm going to speed up this little process. Don't worry about namings as long as you know which part is which. You can call them whatever you like. And there we go, we've got our well all sorted out and ready. So the next part is going to be creating the buckets, and then we can have a lot of fun adding and creating our textures. Until next time, I'll see you later.